Okay, a very good afternoon to everybody that's tuned in right now. I just wanted to let everyone know that we're going to be starting the event formally in a couple of minutes. So while we're all here, let me just introduce everyone to the new book, Sacred Guardians. Hi, Mitch. Hi, Alphonsus. Hello, hello. So thanks a lot to everyone who tuned in. I think right now we shall just do a little bit of housekeeping announcements. So today, during the 1 hour live stream, we're going to be doing a couple of different things. First of all, we'll be showing off the content of the new book. We'll be doing a flip through afterwards with our writer, Djoeharie. And then today as well, we'll be doing a live stream drawing session with our comic artist, Alan. And then lastly, we'll also be doing a Q&A with the creators. And something that we wanted to talk about today during the launch event as well is we wanted to introduce our launch gift box, which will be awarded to one lucky fan. So this is a gift box that's worth more than 80 Singapore dollars. It's going to contain more than 3 different books, including the brand new Sacred Guardians. And today, one of our lucky live stream viewers / pre-order readers will be able to win this launch gift box. So all you have to do is to place an order for Sacred Guardians before the end of tomorrow. And then we'll be going through all the pre-order names and filtering out the lucky winner of our launch gift box. So we'll be showing you more of that today. So just stay tuned and we'll be, actually the guys are setting up right now. Yeah, today is a very interactive session, very high energy and exciting. So please do, drop us more comments in the live stream feed, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook or you're tuning into this retrospectively. Please leave us your comments. We'll be very happy to get back to you ASAP. And in fact, I'm already starting to see quite a lot of our friends in the comments. So maybe I can introduce a little bit. Like Sacred Guardians is more than a comic book. It's part of a larger fantasy superhero franchise called Singer Sacred Guardians. This includes a television series and who knows what else the future will bring, maybe an animated series as well. Basically, Sacred Guardians is a kind of tokusatsu superhero fantasy universe based in Southeast Asia. And we have different heroes representing different countries in the region. So if you look closely at the cover, just looking at the cover, we have hero Kerbal, we have Elang, and some of these characters might look a little familiar to you because they're based on animals that, they're based on animals from around the region. So Kerbal is like a water buffalo, and then Elang is like the Garuda, which, as we all know, is kind of one of the representative animals for Indonesia. Sorry, Sacred Guardian Singer. That's the name of the television series that this comic book is the prequel of. So the really interesting thing about the comic book is that it goes into the ancient history of Southeast Asia. If I'm not wrong, in the 7th century, where all the we were not so much like the ASEAN that we are today. There were ancient kingdoms, there were kings, and also like immortal beings. So you can read more of the book to find out about these fascinating characters. Yeah, I think you can guess the countries based on the book cover alone. And of course, we have our mysterious hero, Dev. Dev is the consistent character that appears in this comic book and also in the television series. So that's something to look forward to as well. Okay, so I think something also is we're going to be having a Q&A section later. This is the blurb of the book. As you can see, it's a very action-packed story. It's very similar to what you might see in a Marvel or, like a DC comic book spin-off movie. So we're very excited that this project, this homegrown project, is going to have that kind of impact. And, I think kids will be really excited to read this story. Many of the characters are very young and very, like characters with a lot of values. So definitely do order the book, check it out, and keep in touch with us as well. Let us know what you think of the book. We'll be really excited to be shipping this out over the next couple of days. Yeah, so any questions for us today? I'm just going to go back into the comments feed today. Right. The name of our, okay. So the name of our characters, if you have been tuned into our social media feeds, you might have actually seen some character review posts over the last 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong. So there is a way for you to find out the names of our characters. The best way is to follow us on social media and discover all the different characters that appear throughout the book. How long is this book? This book has more than 90 pages of artwork. Maybe I can just do a quick flip. Yeah, we'll go through in more detail afterwards. But as you can see, we're talking about more than around 100 pages of fully colored comic artwork. Yeah, and we'll go into more detail in it. Yeah, hi Tina, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'm glad that adults are excited about the book as kids. To be honest, all of us, of course, we're huge comic book fans and we're super excited to be able to have a project like this to call our own. I think, as you can see from the cover, we have really compelling and interesting character designs going on here. There's a lot of rich color and details in every page of this book. So I would really urge everyone to get your hand on a copy and definitely order it this weekend, because that's going to be, if you order it this weekend, you can get a chance to win our gift box. Yeah, where is handsome Aydeel? That's a very good question. So our two very, very handsome creators, Aydeel, Djoeharie, and Alan, they are just getting ready right now, touching up their faces. And I will be switching over to them as soon as I can. But in the meantime, please bear with me. And yeah, I think, I wanted to thank our venue sponsor / shoot location for today. As I'm not sure how many of you can recognize the place that we're in today. We're in the Housekeeping Bookstore. Housekeeping Bookstore, oops, sorry about that. Yeah, the Housekeeping Bookstore is it's at Maxwell Road at the URA City Gallery. Today they were very kind to let us shoot the book launch in their store. So big thank you to the folks at Housekeeping Bookstore, and we strongly urge everyone, all our readers, if you're going to visit a bookstore during this period, and you want to check out some of our local books and local writers, come down to Tanjong Pagar and visit the Housekeeping Bookstore. Yes, so pre-ordering, pre-ordering is quite simple. You just need to go to our website, asiapacbooks.com, which is, I shall show you guys the link in a bit here. Yeah, so actually for our launch event, we're doing a little special promotion as well. So if you use the code SACREDG10, you'll be able to get $10 off purchases on singlet titles. So please, if you can see in the running ticker below, that's the instructions for how to order the books. Yeah, and if I think we're really thankful to everyone who's tuning in who has pre-ordered the book already. Actually, response for this book has been really great. We've been marketing this project since, at least for the last few months, and we're really grateful to everyone who pre-ordered, and you guys were a part of the creation process as well. Whether you met us at Singapore Comic Con last year or whether you met us at one of our other events over the past few months. Thanks so much for being part of the project and making Sacred Guardians happen. Yay! I don't know how many of you guys out there pre-ordered the book during Circuit Breaker itself, but yeah, we're really grateful to you guys for giving us that help and support throughout this period. Say even planning this virtual event is something a bit out of the ordinary for us. Like, it's not something that we expected to do at all over the last few years. Yeah, where is the pre-order people? Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate the support that you guys gave to us. Yeah, and all of these guys are really grateful. Lil Dev says thanks. Yeah, handsome Dev. Yeah, that's very good. I mean, keep the comments coming. I think for Sacred Guardians, we really see this project as like a community project. It's almost like there's a lot of different people who are involved in the creation of these books and this series. So we're really, really appreciative to everyone who's been supporting us all the way. Yeah. And also, just wanted to show you guys what the pre-order postcard lithograph is. So I'm sure some of you saw that for pre-orders, you'll be getting a special gift. Pre-order just means that you ordered by this weekend. Yeah, and then you'll be getting this very, very beautiful artwork featuring the heroes of our comic book. Yeah, so, this is a postcard size artwork that goes together with the book. So this is the last weekend for you to order this, to order the comic book and also get this exclusive pre-order gift. Yeah, apparently this postcard was so beautiful that the guys at the printing shop asked us what this project was about, and they're very excited, and they've now become fans of the series. Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, and thanks for, to our readers from overseas. We are super, super appreciative. And we're super grateful to have support from readers around the world. I mean, this comic book project is so much more than just a Singapore homegrown project. For us, we're going to be taking this project to other regions as well. Definitely to our friends. Sorry about the mic. Definitely we'll be sharing this with our friends over in other ASEAN countries as well. And hopefully, we'll be taking it across the seas to other Comic Cons as well. So to our friends in the US, in Japan, Hong Kong, stay tuned. We hope to have something for you guys as soon as possible. Yeah, thanks a lot, for all the well wishes. Really appreciate it. And all right, okay. Are ready to go on. I'm just going to double check with them in one sec. This is a bit like running a news program. Are we good? Okay, so I'm adding them. So hi, we have our yeah. Yeah. Oops, wrong way around. Yep, okay. Okay, can we get some, just bear with me for a sec. Okay, so welcome to our very, very special guest for today. Aydeel, Djoeharie, the screenwriter and the comic book writer for Sacred Guardians, and Alan Bay, our comic book artist. I would say wonderful talents. And yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I'm going to go over to them. Okay, so to start off, uh, let's say hi to the audience. Yeah. Um, okay.
Okay. Hi guys. Oh yeah, hi guys. I think just now
Hello.
got technical difficulty. Can hear us. So happy to see you guys here. Hello. So I think it's a very good day. Very nice. Good to be doing live shows. I guess. Right. So I think we'll have for this session. I think we'll have Lulu hosting us, right?
Okay, I will go. Okay, so this is, sorry guys, a little bit of technical difficulties with the setup. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so today, perhaps I shall start with some introductions. Okay, so we've had our greetings from our creators, Aydeel and Alan, our very handsome comic book creators. So I think right now, let's do a little bit of a introduction chat. So for Aydeel and Alan, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and also about your role in the creation of this comic book?
Okay. Hi. So hi guys. I'm Aydeel. I'm the writer for the comic book, and I'm also the co-creator of the project for Sacred Guardians, Singa and Sacred Guardians. Alan.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm the illustrator for this book. And previously, I've been working with Asiapac for a few other titles like Once Upon a Singapore Traders and Pioneers of Singapore.
Oh yeah, Pioneers. That's a nice book too. Very interesting book. You guys should check it out. Yeah. So so as you guys know, I mean, the two of us have been working together for the past many months, just to bring this book to fruition. So it's been a very good journey. It's been very fun, and today we are actually very happy to let you guys know that the book is
It's
here.
done.
It's done. Yeah. So yeah.
Do you want to talk about how we started?
Yep.
Yeah.
So so guys, actually, when the project first started, of course, we had Zaki with us, but of course, along the way, I think a lot of things happened, and Zaki couldn't do this with us. So so we were lucky, Alan agreed to come on board. So Alan, why don't you share with us, your first thoughts about the project when you spoke to us?
Okay. Basically, they approached me back in I think November last year, and they told me that they have this comic idea about like five character that like defeat the evil and save the world kind of story, and there's some relevance of history. So when I first read it, I was quite interested. So from then on, I started working with them, like doing the storyboard and stuff. So I started drawing the comic since probably January of this year, and I've been working on it all the way till probably like July. So like that's what I've been doing for the past 6 months.
I see. So yeah. So when I first met Alan, we actually discussed the story together again. And of course, there were a lot of changes that had to be made to the script because first and foremost, it's my first time writing a comic script, and Alan is a veteran. Yeah, so he's like my sifu while we were doing the comic book together. So I had to take a lot of ideas and reference from Alan himself as well. So basically, what we did was we had to make sure that the script made a lot of sense in the transition from frame to frame. And of course we discussed like how each frame would look like and stuff like that. So I was very I think I was very lucky to have Alan work with me on this, because he, more than just my illustrator, he's also like a mentor as well. So it was good, it was fun. I think I learned a lot from just working with Alan. And of course, I think some of the nice things happening in the comic book, would not have been possible without Alan's input. Yep.
And because they also do like how do you say, video production, so it's a bit different, and they also have sort of like a vision of like how stuff should be. Maybe you can tell them like more about the video production part.
Yep. So when I working with as a in video production, so my idea of screenwriting is, of course, is very different from comic book writing, because the actions and the sequences, of course, have to be more fluid. And as for comic book, I think it's more on the visuals carrying the story more than the script. For screenwriting, I think script writers like me, I think we focus more on the words, like the people talking. Sometimes it's the exchange, so that takes a lot of time. But to take that much time, like 5 minutes of talking, to to squeeze it into like 10 frames, that's entirely something else. So yeah, you guys can guess how stressed I was lah. So it was a learning journey lah, I think. But I'm really thankful, because I had both Zaki and Alan to guide me through this. Yep.
I think it's kind of like a constant, not really battle, but a constant to and fro thing between like the artist and the script writer. Like, the script writer always have a lot of words they want to put in, but the artist is always like, want as much of the space as possible. So like most of the time I would try to like draw out whatever that he wants to say. Then after that I said, like, you don't really need to say it out. I already drawn it to look like this. And okay, then they will like edit the text, like make it lesser and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I remember an incident where I asked Alan, I really want my character to say this much things. Can put in or not? Alan didn't have to say much. He just looked at me and so I understood. If the seafood says, you don't argue, yeah. but like Alan said, he showed me how the sequence I wanted, or rather the scene I wanted to be shown in the artwork, in the action, and how I could reduce the words to deliver the message that I wanted to convey in the frame. So it was very good. I mean, like I said, and Alan is also very, he's very flexible, he's open-minded. Like he said, we had a lot of to and fro discussions, which were actually very important. Yeah. So I guess we are blessed. We had a very good working relationship on this book. There's the stress is really on my part, just writing, and as for him, it's like translating every scene that I want into the frames. Yep. I think so. When I spoke to Alan, I had an idea about how the Sacred Guardians would look, but basically, I think, to be honest, I told Alan that, you are free to give your own interpretation on the Sacred Guardians. So one thing I'm sure our viewers want to know is, Alan, how do you come up with the inspiration for the Sacred Guardians? In fact, I also want to know.
Originally, Zaki did some design for the Sacred Guardian, and I think the one that sort of kept to his original design was Singer was
Singer and Dave.
Dave. Then
Yeah.
the rest I have to change, sort of redesign it due to a few reasons. One was it didn't really quite fit well with the theme and the style. It's a bit more serious, more dark, and also kind of not very Asia-ish looking. Like it's more of like a Western video games kind of feel. Then of course the second more logical reason is I have to redesign it such that I can keep drawing them and I'm able to finish them like as fast as possible. Yes. So and for the characters, I try to add in like more of a Asian kind of design, like all the curves and pattern. Yeah. So that it's a bit different from the rest of the comic. Yep.
I see. So, but I think when I saw the characters, I was actually very, how do I say it? I was actually very surprised, pleasantly surprised, because Alan kind of he immediately understood the kind of features I want the Guardians to have, what they would look like, how they would look. So when we got past that, right, I think the challenge was just adding the colors. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. So I think you can see the Guardians here. They look very interesting. And of course, I think most of the material were written around how they ended up looking as well. Yep.
I think originally there was also some not really argument, but there's some like concern regarding whether like the Sacred Guardian should be more of like how to say, more humanoid-ish, like transformation.
I think the initial looking, I think the initial appearance for the Sacred Guardians was that they look more animal, like more beastly than a humanoid version, because in the tokusatsu genre, I think especially with Sacred Guardians, it's slightly more different, because the idea was for the human and the animal spirits to blend into one humanoid appearance. So the story idea behind this is that without the armor, they look like human beasts. Yeah, a human version of like imagine a humanoid lion or a humanoid elephant for that matter. Yeah. So we took a lot of inspiration from that as well. So for example, if you strip off Sacred Guardian, the elephant's armor, you'll have a humanoid elephant and stuff like that. And actually there's a story behind that as well, which is for another time. Yep. So is there like any questions so far, Ling Ying, from the audience?
Hi. Okay, so this is like our television news format. Actually, we have been getting questions, but I think before that, what we wanted to do was to show people the pages in the book. So what I'm going to do now is let's look at the book together, guys. I know that you're all very excited. I think we're all very excited to receive this book at last. So I'll need you guys to help pick up a copy of the book, and then let's go through the contents in the book.
Can?
Yeah, so we actually received this from the printer just yesterday. So it is super fresh. And I think let's talk about the books. Let's talk about the pages
Yeah.
so that we can tell everyone a little bit about some of the content that they can expect looking through this book. Okay, so let's start with just the title page.
Smells so good.
Yeah. So actually for Aydeel and Alan, can you guys tell us a little bit what's going on in this page? What's the expressions on the expressions on the characters' faces, and of course, some of the period and historical references that's going on in the details for the character designs.
Okay. So I think we can can start with this page, yeah.
He's talking about the cover page.
+600 AD. Yeah. So we researched the fashions of Southeast Asia cultures, from say the early 100 ADs all the way up to the 1000 AD, and of course both me and Alan, we had to find like a lot of references. But I think at the end of it, of course, we wanted it to be a bit more special in the sense that it's a fantasy world as well, more than just historical. So of course, Alan had the freedom to express the fashion of the time. So this you see is one of our main character, Dave. He's wearing a cloak, like how cool people dress in the in like period dramas and stuff. And I've always told Alan, like Dave should have that kind of cool aura, yeah. Yeah. So actually, Alan, so how was it that you decided on the final look?
For the design of all this environmental and clothes and stuff, because in a way, like for that particular period, there's like some research, but there's a lot of like unknown stuff, and but then there's like discovery of like, there have been like kind of like high tech or more like civilized in a way, like
Yeah.
they have invented stuff. So the kind of VIP that I want to give people is more like a more vibrant, a more colorful like feeling. Like not everybody's like wearing brown, or everybody's or it's like all like wooden stuff, like very barbaric kind of. Yeah, it's like slightly more advanced, more civilized. Yeah.
Yep.
Generation.
Yep. So I think most of our research also showed that most of Southeast Asia at that time were quite advanced in fashion actually. They, of course, it was different from the West, but what Alan said is true. We discovered that Southeast Asia was actually a very vibrant era at that time. In terms of colors, the way they painted their ships, their houses, the flags and all the cloth hanging at the marketplace and stuff like that. So basically, even though we take history as a very strict basis, but of course we have elements of fantasy as well to create this very very exciting world. So I think when you if you get the book, the very front page, you can see all our main characters. Yeah, all our main characters. So you can see that they all have very very different styles, because they are not all from one place. They are, even though they are from Southeast Asia, they are from different regions of Southeast Asia. So of course, Alan was able to show the distinct appearances for our characters. But how do you even draw from these cultures? Like, you took a lot of inspiration from the modern culture, or?
Originally, when I designed them, they are based more on their characteristic, like whether like he or she is like a very brave person, a very a short-tempered person, or very timid person, or person like with a big heart. Then for the clothing wise, probably a bit more fantasy, probably more influenced by like video games and stuff. Yeah.
I see. So I think after drawing all these characters like Alan, who are your favorite characters?
My favorite character is Chang,
Chang.
which is like this little.
Yeah, let's find
Guy.
Chang here.
Okay, something that's not too spoiler.
Yeah.
Let's see. Every page is spoiler.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, we can show the character design behind.
Oh yeah.
But also spoiler. Never mind, I can.
Can I can?
Okay, so basically this is Chang, and his sacred guardian is
The elephant.
yes.
Yeah. I
what's
mean,
his name?
Sacred Guardian Gajah.
Gajah. Yes.
So you can see Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chang comes from a region that's in the north, in what is today mainly split between Burma and Thailand, right? And Malaysia. Yeah. So that's where he's from. So I think Alan took inspiration from the royal. How do you call it? The Mekong cultures. Mekong cultures. Yeah. So we have a lot of. I think we had a lot of inspiration not just from Thailand. It's like a Burmese, Laotian, and Thai and Cambodian motifs that went into the creation of this character. Yeah, and why is he your favorite actually?
I think he's one of the he's the only character that sort of did become like a very different when he transformed into his like sacred guardian form, because the rest sort of like have a, you can tell that there's some similarity between them, you know, when they transform into their sacred guardian version, but except for like for him, I should not say too much about like why. So, but I think when you read it, you can like understand like why he represent the elephant, or how or why the elephant like chose him. Yeah.
Yep. So to know more about Alan's favorite character in the book, get the book, guys. I mean, for me, since I'm the writer, I don't have a favorite. I don't have a least favorite. I think I like all of them equally. I'm like that, you know. So I can't really say which one I like the most, which one I like the least. And especially with the way that Alan approached in the drawing of these characters, I'm actually very, very happy to see these characters, because it's really in line with the description I wrote of them. You know, I wrote of them, and then they took on appearance thanks to Alan. So I have no complaints. I'm actually very, very happy, very, very pleased. Yeah, thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
Oh man. So I hope you guys really get the book and see the amount of talent, hard work that Alan has put into this. It's really, really very good, very nice. You can see. So so shall we go to questions now?
Actually, we're not going to questions just yet.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, as introduced earlier in the program, we're going to have a little drawing demonstration by our comic artist, Alan. So sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a little drawing segment with our comic artist, Alan Bay. So yeah, this part, Aydeel,
Yeah.
I just have to watch and be in awe of the talent that Alan has. I mean, you know, it's such a great journey working with Alan for the comic series. Alan has, for those of you who are not so familiar, he started doing comic books after being in the gaming and animation industry. And so because of that, he's really brought you know, a really like interesting, colorful, very kid friendly flavor to the comic works. And right now he's going to be blowing us away with his amazing drawing skills. So we're switching over to the other camera. Let's. Oh God.
Nobody's going to talk. Oh my God.
Let's draw first.
Yep. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, sorry, just jumping in to add that what Alan is drawing right now is actually a one of a kind limited edition artwork that's going to go to one lucky winner. So what you need to do is to pre-order the book. All the existing pre-orders are also eligible for this contest, and we'll be choosing a winner and announcing it on our Facebook and Instagram feed on Monday. So tune in to find out if you're the lucky winner or not. Basically, all you need to do to win the limited edition artwork as well as the rest of the gift box is to leave a question or comment in our comments feed. Can you hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just leave us a comment or question in the feed, and then we'll match that to your pre-order, and then we'll choose one winner that we'll announce on Monday. So that means that you guys still have 1.5 days to order to pre-order our Sacred Guardians book on our website, asiapacbooks.com. So I think it's all in the comments. You guys can jump in, scroll up, and check out the directions over there. And yeah, let's continue with Alan's drawing. I feel like I'm a sports commentator. You know, it's a bit like commenting on football. But, you know, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but the Sharpie has come out. You know, so what Alan is doing right now after the sketching process is kind of like the inking. And if you pay close attention, you can, yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, Tina, you're right. Alan sketches really, really fast. He's a very, very impressive artist. Let's zoom in on him. What is lucky? As in there's going to be one person, one pre-order reader who will be able to receive this. Well, it's only one, so this limited edition artwork by Alan that he's drawing today. So right now will be everything else that's going inside the box. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to show everyone what is going inside the special launch event gift box that we are talking about today. So Alan is doing the artwork right now, but other than Alan's artwork, we have a limited edition postcard. This is for everyone who pre-ordered and also this winner. We have the gorgeous comic book right here. We have the special edition Singapore Comic Con bookmark that we gave out last year. And also the lovely thing on behalf of everyone at Asiapac Books, you know, we also wanted to include Alan's previous books. It's a little bit different in content and style from Sacred Guardians, but as you can see, like, you know, Alan's just as great at drawing Singaporean historical figures as he is at drawing superheroes. So for this book, actually just came out this year with his with Alan's illustrations, and it's a wonderful book that we really wanted to share with people who are fans of his artwork. And then the other book is also Once Upon a Singapore Traders. This is Alan's first comic book to be published, and as you can see, you know, it's very cute, it's kid-friendly, it's full of interesting historical details that, you know, you'll find in various Southeast Asian countries, especially Singapore. And yeah, like there's something in this book as well, which we love to show to our readers, which is this fantastic, yeah, we have a little pull-out poster at the back of this particular comic book. And yeah, and the other things, So, you know, this is the box. Honestly, it's a pretty big box. And one lucky viewer, if you leave a comment in the live stream chat, we will, and pre-order the book before the end of tomorrow, you will be eligible to win this amazing gift box that, yeah. And oh, this just, I forgot to show this also. Another gift that's going into the box is this t-shirt that features the, yeah, it features the symbols of our various sacred guardians. So yeah, you know, this is not a small box at all. And yeah, just leave us a comment, leave us a question in the feed, and you know, we will, yeah, we'll announce it on Monday. So everyone that's tuned in right now, you guys, you know, grab that chance. Order the book if you haven't yet. Tell your friends to order the book as well. And we'll announce the winners on Monday. So yeah, anyway, enough of that. Let's go back to Alan. Yeah. Oops. Okay, we got some questions coming in for Alan in the chat that so Aydeel will be getting back to you guys' questions. One sec. So we have a question right now from Muhammad Wahid Zaki. He has a pretty good question. Aydeel is going to help answer this one. If Sacred Guardians does well, what opportunities will be in store for future heroes, and what other heroes will be made by others here in Singapore? So over to you, Aydeel.
Hi, Wahid Zaki. Yeah, that's a very tough question. I'm going to think a bit. So basically, of course, there were plans that the comic book is supposed to be the prequel and origin story for the Sacred Guardians. What happens next is, of course, we would like to explore what comes after this story. So there's of course opportunities for it to be once again in either comic form or animation. And we also have plans to see if things go really well, like you said, if things go really well, we're looking at an animation opportunity for the Sacred Guardians, and of course the subsequent stories that follow after this. Because if you notice Sacred Guardian Singer, there's a modern version, and the modern version is actually linked to the Sacred Guardians version. They are the one and the same actually. So if you read the story, you understand how they are linked to one another, and how this actually leads on actually to our history, and how it forms the story of our region, to be honest. So there are already many folklores around the region, as far as Philippines and Thailand, that we have researched, and we have actually plans to have our Sacred Guardians appear there as well. So that's where it'll go. So you'll, like you said, if things go well, we are looking at animation, we're looking at more comic books, of course with Asiapac Books, and also hopefully a feature film. We never know. I mean, the sky's the limit when we get there. But thank you for asking. Really appreciate the question.
Hi. Okay. So thanks a lot for the question, and thanks Aydeel for your explanation as well. We're very excited about what the futures go bring. And now we've got another question from the audience, from Raiko Kusanagi. Thanks a lot for your question. So he asked, why do the Sacred Guardians look like little kids in human form? And he said that the art looks like Guru Heroes designs from the Avatar comics. Yeah, so I think Aydeel and Alan, maybe you guys can Yeah, tell us what do you make of this question?
Well, I think it's a fair question. It's a very good question. One thing I can say is, because when we wrote this comic book, it's on top of being a superhero story. It's also meant to have some what's the word, some knowledge. Yeah. So there's a bit of history. There's a bit of good. There's a lot of good values embedded in the story. You just need to look out for them. But especially the history part, and me and Alan, when we discussed the idea for the, Alan asked, so the human guys, how old do you want them to be, like, so I so of course, to be honest, return to some of the tokusatsu roots, they are not really kids. They look young. I mean, if you I think there's a reverse scenario. If you watch like animes, right? Like high school kids actually look like adults. So so for us, our adults actually look younger, because we want to have a very appealing look for, for our young readers, and we wanted to achieve a balance where young readers can appreciate how our characters look, as well as easy for the adults to also accept the kind of artwork that we are doing with this. So that's one. As for the comparison with Avatar, actually, I'm quite flattered to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I've never thought about it, and now that you say it, wow. Yeah, it's thank you so
Yeah,
much for
okay.
saying that about the comic book. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe it's because of the color.
I think it's the color. Yeah,
Yeah. Because I tend to like use more vibrant, happy colors. Yeah. And for the characters, I think they are around 16 to 20.
16 to 20. Yeah,
Yeah. So
they're not that old. They're not that young.
yeah,
So
they are like legally able to fight.
legally able to wield weapons. No worries. So it's still
Okay.
within
Yes.
the legal requirement.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you for the question. It's a very interesting question.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question is from Kevin. Kevin asked the question, how did it feel to hold the book for the first time? And yeah, I honestly I really want Aydeel to answer this, and also Alan. Alan has had his other books come out before, but I think for Aydeel it's the first time. So very interested to hear what you guys have to say about this.
Oh man, well, it's a bit embarrassing to say. All I can say for me was it was very emotional. So I think the reason being is that if you guys are not, I mean, you guys are not aware, but it had been a very long project, and then there were a lot of challenges along the way, and then of course we had the pandemic, which kind of changed the way we had to work, and me and Alan had to find a way, to make sure that everything that we discuss will turn out well. So when I finally got the book, I think I must say it was actually very, very emotional. I was proud, happy. It's not just me and Alan. It's everyone. Everybody at Asiapac Books. The editor, VNC. I'm sure she went through a bit of a hard time, and of course, me and Alan also, we were like, like, hey, do we really need to change this? So I think, but I mean, I had to thank VNC for being awesome, I guess. So really, it's everyone at Asiapac, is everyone at Toku Asia, the community, and me and Alan. So to be honest, right now, just holding this book again right now, I don't know. I think Ling Ying told me once that it probably feels like holding your newborn baby. I mean, I'm not married. I don't have a kid, but I think the feeling it probably feels that way. Yeah. How about you, Alan? Though?
Oh, I don't have kids also. Yeah, so.
No, I mean, how you feel?
Actually, today, this was like the first time I like touched this book physically. I mean, in a non-sexual way, but yeah, touch the book, and I mean, I try to stay
Composed,
trying to stay composed, and not like, yeah, but probably by the end of today's session, I'll probably go back and cry at the corner.
Same, man. I got my copy yesterday. It's full of tears. Full of love. So yeah, that's how we felt. That's how we feel. I think the feeling won't go away soon. But thanks for the question, though.
Yeah, I mean, just to share, when we got the book back from the printer, it was, we're all very excited. This is, I think someone asked a question earlier about whether this is Asiapac Books' first superhero comic. It kind of is. Yeah, I think it's our first comic book. Yeah, it's our first superhero comic book project. So we really hope that everyone's going to support this. We think that it's so special and so interesting. Some of the things that we do at Asiapac Books, like books on history and culture, I think Aydeel and Alan, as part of their research process and whatnot, we're all we're all thinking about the same kind of universe. We're all thinking about Asian history, Asian perspective, Asian myths and legends. So we think that working on this comic book is really a nice complement to some of the other books that we've been doing. And yeah, I think right now let's go back to Alan's drawing. It looks amazing. Yeah.
It is amazing, man.
Yeah, I think that was very, very fast. And I think
that's like superbly fast.
Yeah, this is almost a little bit scary. But yeah, I mean, I think we can all, appreciate the level of detail in this artwork. Yeah, thanks Tina for the comment. I too also am falling in love with that drawing, and I'm a little bit sad that we won't be able to keep it. But I think if you guys look at the comic book, every page is just it's so beautiful. And we are so glad and so proud of Alan and Aydeel for creating something so unique and so interesting. And we really, we're really grateful to the viewers who are tuned in with us here today. Actually, the live stream was supposed to be from 3 to 4, but since we started a bit later, we'll also hang on to answer questions. So for those of you who are here, we just want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for the support. Thank you for pre-ordering the book on our website. We really, really appreciate it. And also do support Sacred Guardians, follow our social media channels. And also, stay in touch. We really like to hear from readers after you receive the book, what you think about it. So, post on your social media channels, tag Asiapac Books or tag Sacred Guardians Singer. And, we'll make sure to get back to everybody and keep this adventure going. And yeah, I think we'll still be here for the next couple of minutes. So if you'd like to stay with us, feel free to chat with us in the comments feed. And yeah, I think Aydeel and Alan will share some final words as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm going to switch over to you guys.
So hi guys. Before we go to the question and answer, is it? Last words. Thank you so much personally. Firstly, of course, to all of you who have shown so much love for the project, especially for the comic book. Really, really appreciate the support. And of course, I hope you guys will purchase the book, and experience the joy and everything that we have gone through. Just getting this made. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long journey, and the fact that we are here now is really special for us, and you can see the artwork. Yeah. Of course, I'd like to thank Asiapac for making this possible, and and Alan.
Yeah, I just want to thanks everyone who who showed interest in this book and supported us in a different way, and especially in like a time like this. I hope this book will bring some, besides some entertainment, it will also bring some hope, because I think this book does talk about being hopeful, being positive,
Yes.
fighting for to be better. Yeah.
Yep. I think end of the day, what both me and Alan agreed on when we wrote on this book is that the is that as Singaporeans we feel like we want all of us to, our countrymen to always be able to, to strive for the betterment of the country, to improve ourselves, and then to understand that everything we do, will play a part in how our nation shapes, as individuals. So the main message is, of course, to always believe that you can do if you believe, whatever you want to do, if you believe hard enough and put in enough work,
Yes.
it can be done. It can be done. So always have hope. Do not despair. Uh, always remember that there are always friends around you. There are always people around you who love you all, and never give up, especially on life. I mean, life is precious, and let's always strive to be better, guys. Yeah, and that's from me and Alan. This is something that we always talk about.
And of course, buy the book.
Yes, and please do buy the book. Okay, a bit of a bit of sales pitch.
Yep. So thanks everyone for tuning in today. Right now, we're just going to have a really chill. Yeah, we'll try and answer whatever questions we can in the comments. And other than that, do feel free to hang around and chat. Maybe we'll be on for another 10 minutes or so. So yeah, we'll see you guys after. Yeah, we'll. Ooh, okay. Sorry, got a little bit distracted by Alan's drawing. Yeah, so thanks for joining us today. Look out for more virtual events coming from the team at Asiapac Books, as well as from Sacred Guardian Singer. And yeah, have a great weekend and stay safe, everybody. Thank you very much for joining.
rather proud.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, for those of you who are still online with us, like that's an amazing drawing. Yeah, by Alan. No, well, this is like behind the scenes after hours already. But yeah, okay, so that's what we're going to leave you guys with for this weekend. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, say bye, Alan. Say bye, Aydeel. Okay, yeah, love you guys. Bye bye.